But it doesn't matter if I'm traveling I-75 south back home to eastern Kentucky in Bell County and Harlan County, or if I'm coming the Mountain Parkway in this direction. As soon as those low rolling Appalachian mountains begin to peek over the horizon, I just get the same feeling of awe every time. And then as we come in a little further and the mountains rise up around you, it's like driving into a warm embrace.
But growing up in this scenic landscape also had its challenges for Public Health Commissioner Dr. Jeff Howard.
For those of you who know about me, you know that I grew up in a home with a mother and a stepfather who were addicted to drugs. It started out after a surgery.
Howard says the epidemic is Kentucky's #1 public health crisis, with an entire generation at stake.
Our kids, my kids, your grandkids, are going to be less productive, they're going to have less well-paying jobs, they're going to be less healthy, and they're going to not live as long as their peers in other states. That is unacceptable, folks, and it's directly related to our substance abuse disorder problem that we all believe we're addressing and we're turning the tide on, but we have to continue to focus on our children. If not, we will continue to see this issue progress into the future. We will continue to see poverty. We will continue to see generational substance abuse disorder.
The #1 age group for people overdosing is 35 to 44, and second is 45 to 54. So this is an epidemic across all ages, but it's not primarily young people.
Dr. Alan Brenzel with the Cabinet's Department for Behavioral Health, Developmental and Intellectual Disabilities is helping coordinate Kentucky's strategic response to the opioid crisis. Dr. Brenzel told the group the state has a coordinated plan with resources directed toward 3 major areas: prevention, access to treatment, and recovery supports.
No longer should ability to pay be a barrier to treatment. Our goal is treatment on demand. If somebody's ready, interested, or even considering treatment, we're going to be there with our hand out to offer that. Challenges to maintaining recovery include housing, include transportation, include childcare, and include employment. And we're going to devote a significant amount of new dollars towards assisting those in bridging to full recovery.
Event organizers say all the presentations, as well as the information booths here, are designed to show the importance of collaboration when it comes to recovery, treatment, as well as prevention. And we have to have that collaboration if we're going to turn the tide. SOAR Executive Director Jared Arnett says progress is being made, and this event is part of a changing attitude he's noticed in the region.
We're not just talking about the problems. We all know the problems. We see the problems. We've lived the problems. But what we're talking about today are the solutions. And the solution is a united front across public sector, private sector, across all agencies of government, across all key stakeholders in community, from education to business owners to local government, coming together and saying, you know, we're going to solve this problem together and going to work hand in hand to create a future in our communities.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell characterized the opioid epidemic as a horrendous challenge, a comprehensive problem that deserves a comprehensive solution. McConnell says millions of federal dollars to be spent locally to combat the epidemic is part of that comprehensive solution.
We're making strides in the fight against opioid abuse, but I know that a single piece of legislation is not going to solve this crisis in Kentucky or across the nation. It'll take continued collaboration from all of us, healthcare professionals, law enforcement officers, families, community leaders, and government officials.
The senator ended his remarks by thanking those who are helping end the epidemic, one person and one family at a time.
You have the important task of looking into the face of those struggling with addiction and helping them toward long-term sobriety. And your critical work helps stop drug abuse from spreading to the next generation. The significance of your efforts in our neighborhoods is really beyond measure. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each of you for committing your lives to building a healthy and safe Eastern Kentucky.